And just like that, the match started in silence and history. Chapter 6, The Long Rally. I will spare you the play-by-play and instead offer the truth only a watcher who has paid attention can give. Eli played like a blueprint being drafted in real time, angles and percentages and a patience that seduced mistakes. Jonah played like thunder learning grammar, explosive, then suddenly precise. They put each other through the rehearsal of every teenage dare: hit bigger, stand closer to the baseline, take the ball early, don't blink. Midway through the second set, something inside the match shifted. It wasn't visible to the untrained eye, but I saw Mara's chin lift a fraction. Eli had begun to press, trying to win a point twice in one swing. Jonah, usually the gambler, started to trust the points that built themselves. It was as if they had borrowed each other's courage for a few games. That is love too, in a fashion, the willingness to become a little like the one you've studied longest. At 5-5, they played a rally that felt like the biography of all three. Cross-court, down the line, retrieved at a sprint, a slice that died low and mean, a forehand that spun guiltless and bright. There were 5 times the point could have ended, and 5 times it did not. In the middle of it, near the baseline where the paint had faded to chalk, Eli slipped and recovered, and in his eyes I saw the memory of Charleston and Mara on the clay, and the word never that had haunted them all. He steadied. Jonah didn't rush to finish. The ball came back again and again, a question nobody wanted to answer wrong. It ended with a backhand from Jonah that clipped the tape and flopped over, unlovely and perfect. He didn't fist pump. He just looked up at the sky like it had something to confess. The crowd made its noise. Mara nodded once as if a theorem had been proven. In the third set, fatigue wrote its cursive. Eli's legs wept, Jonah's lungs complained. They pushed past comfort into the place where honesty lives. It is impossible to play that hard and keep your secrets. When Eli saved 2 match points with serves that dared the sidelines, I knew he was confessing, I am afraid of what happens if I lose you. I knew, because men do not toss the ball that high unless they are reaching beyond safety. Match point number 3 came on Eli's serve, deuce side, sun poking through the gray as if to witness. He tossed, struck, followed. Jonah guessed right, blocked, recovered, and when Eli came forward, there was a hush, the kind that belongs to surgeons and saints. Jonah threaded a pass down the line. The ball landed on the paint. It didn't ask permission. Jonah won. The scoreboard blinked it into being as if the numbers needed to gather their courage. He didn't roar. He walked to the net and put a hand on Eli's shoulder. They were not hugging the past goodbye, they were acknowledging it like distant relatives at a reunion. Mara descended the bleachers with the slow certainty of someone walking toward her own verdict. She applauded both. She leaned into Eli first, her hand finding his heartbeat. She touched Jonah's cheek, then stepped back. 3 people, a triangle, not a trap but a map. This is what romance looks like when it grows up. It leaves the trophy on the table and asks for a conversation none of them wanted to have in public.